It has become one of the world's most popular chatting apps, but it tends to be popular amongst discrete communities. So exactly what is Discord? And more importantly, are there things that a whole bunch of social media services could learn from it? We have Sarah Moran from Girl Geek Academy and Angharad Yo from Good Games Spawn Point and a bunch of stuff across the ABC. Walk me through it. What exactly is Discord?
This is funny because I have been on Discord since 2015, but basically Discord is a chat app which primarily was geared towards gamers when it first came out. So it was something that people could jump into and talk to each other in while they played games online. And from there, it kind of evolved to being very community-based and a place where people could connect. So basically, you can join a Discord channel, and then within that, it'll have kind of different channels and rooms that can be either text or voice chat, and you can kind of just jump in with other people and have a conversation. So people have private ones with just their friends, or there are public ones where you can just connect with like-minded people. And it's a program that they're constantly iterating on. So they've also added video chat, and you can do screen sharing or streaming of games to kind of like a private little group and things like that. So it's a quite highly powered chat app, I would say.
Sarah, do you use it?
I haven't used it since 2015. I'm not a bigger fan as Rad, but it's weird. It's one of those apps that you get drawn into. If you're involved in lots of communities, that they will use it, and therefore if you want to participate in that community, that's the best way to get involved. The way that I first started using it was I was using a new piece of software, and they used it as their support channel. And so that was actually a really nice induction to using it because, you know, it was like, here's where you'll be supported. And so I felt like I was learning both Discord as well as the software I was using at the same time.
What would you say is the most important function of it, Rad? What is the part of it where you're like, that is the thing that separates this from all of the other gazillion, chatting and social apps that exist in our world right now?
I think when it started, it was the fact that it was quite streamlined and it ran well while you were playing games. And obviously that was the most important thing. But I think the reason it's picked up and kind of grown its audience and its spread is the way that these channels work. So it's a little bit like Slack in some ways, which I don't use, but a lot of people would be quite familiar with because it's a very popular kind of work-based one. So by having everything split into different channels, different rooms, you're really able to go in and engage with what it is you want to engage with. So for example, I'm in a Discord with a bunch of friends and they have channels from everything from food to shoes to kind of general chat, specific rooms for specific games, and it allows people to go in and talk to each other about the things that they're interested in.
Sarah, are there aspects of Discord that, and I'm going to put this in the most delicate way I can, are there aspects of Discord that, like, bigger social networks should just steal? Because, like, they're good techniques and the rest of social media is a trash fire and maybe they should borrow some ideas?
Well, absolutely. It's really interesting that, the comparison is with Slack. And one thing that, like, particularly enterprise social apps have never been able to do is replicate that sense of community. And so Discord have gone, well, no one else is actually touching how do we manage communities of people when they're not at work. And Discord has doubled down on it. And that's why the features are so appealing to groups of people, and you can talk about shoes and food and all of those different things. It's quite interesting because quite timely is the recent acquisition of Slack by Salesforce. So these things are big dollars, and the features that are actually able to be pulled in, I think they should absolutely double down. I think the lines, particularly this year, between work and your community, I don't know about you, but I feel like I wake up, get out of bed, go to the internet and go home again, It's all starting to blend. And so I think that's where we'll start to see some of that crossover.
I guess the biggest threat to Discord, because obviously we've talked about Slack and Slack's had a big has just been bought. What would you say the biggest challenges facing Discord in the future?
I think it's continuing to iterate on what they've got and provide streamlined service. I think it will, for the time being, remain quite a gaming-focused app because it's more about voice chat and this kind of drop-in, drop-out system. So you can see a room, you can see who's in it, and you can jump in and leave at any time. Unlike a video call where often it's something that's kind of more appointment-based. So I think it needs to remain sleek and slim, time and run well with other programs as something that happens in the background. And I think they need to keep looking at how people use technology to connect. So far, I think they've done a really great job of that. And I don't think there's anything else quite like it that covers the same sort of ground yet.
Yeah, I just think there's a couple of other, I guess, established competitors of how we engage in communities. Like WhatsApp groups is one, Facebook groups is another. And thinking about how you can, blitz those is definitely the space where I would want to be working in. And then the other thing is, if people do use this to chat whilst doing other things, how can that blended sense of technology use actually really help move Discord forward?
All right, there is lots more of this in the podcast. To download the show, you can find it wherever you get your good podcasts. See ya.